All right, we're live.
We're live.
And we're live. And we had a little, discussion after the recording of that last segment, and we had to check out and settle it now. So, Ken Santos has something to say to me right now.
Yeah, like I was saying, in China, it is mandatory that everyone does service. Even if you come as a foreign exchange student just for college, you're mandatory a week to a month of taking training no matter what.
Yeah, so that makes, no sense that, a country of fucking fully trained assassins can not fight back.
Exactly.
It's kind of crazy. But anyway, moving on to the next subject, Orange Man is not done being bad. The fucking liberals are crazy, or Orange Man. But the Trump administration cuts the CDC. He's telling hospitals to send the data directly to them and cut out the CDC. Don't use the CDC as a middleman. And people are mad, saying he's centralizing control.
Well, I don't know. Doesn't it seem like the CDC has been escalating numbers of cases in certain areas that have later been debunked? Hasn't this been an ongoing trend currently?
No, yeah, it's been an ongoing trend.
Yeah, so, he has total grounds at this point, I believe, to do so. At least to see if it actually varies. It's a cry for help on his end. He's like, well, let's...
I think centralized control is a dangerous thing, but I do think the CDC is... They've
lost control of themselves.
People have come out, that people that weren't labeled COVID, that didn't die of COVID, were labeled COVID. Fucking tests are coming out where people didn't even take the test. They just sent the swabs back. They're saying that they're fucking coming back positive. Shit's crazy. I don't know what to believe anymore when it comes to COVID.
If people at this point is just making up this entire thing, and at least the severity, and the few people that are dying, and the other ones that are now sitting in their homes, fearing for their lives, unable to enjoy what life they have left due to falsities. Could you imagine?
35% of people failed, they're not making housing payments in June, July. It was 30-some%. Wow. Yeah, so there might be a lot of home foreclosures and shit coming because people were shut down and they couldn't open their business. And you can protest, but you can't worship even in your home, following on your private property. You can't have a Bible reading group, but you could go out and be magically saved by the BLM. The magical words, Black Lives Matter. It puts that barrier around you so you can't get fucking infected by the COVID, bro.
I guess so.
But no, the Dr. Fauci first said, Matt, you don't need masks, and then you need masks, and then you don't need masks. And, so which is it? Masks, no masks, masks, no masks?
I don't know. At this point, I have to say, personally, I'm not a mask wearer.
No, that's what I'm saying. Since you can't tell me for certain and you keep flip-flopping, I'm not going to wear a mask for the rest of my fucking life.
Yeah, germs are going to be there, and we're going to get sick. And how else do we... personally, vaccines and viruses, they're real, they exist. But I'm a strong believer of let your immune system kind of build up to handle these antibodies and such. But honestly, personally, from my background, it's one of those things you got to start at a young age. To stop taking everything really young and just kind of brave through some death for a while.
We were that
you get better.
We were that last generation that played outside. We weren't completely outside. We were part of the Nintendo generation.
Yeah, we were computer land.
But we were that, happy medium.
Yeah, we enjoyed both. We knew how to balance the two. And that's the thing that most people just get too involved and, sucked in, and especially into this data world that we now live in.
No, everybody's like a fucking zombie with their face, and they just believe anything the government says.
Yeah. It's funny, sometimes you have to wonder, when was the last time a person really went outside and enjoyed themselves?
I don't know. I'm finding it hard to do it myself, but I'm forcing myself to get up and do it. But he said, he thinks the COVID is trying to keep us from assembling and shit. I think they got something planned. China's talking about being the leader of the New World Order. They were we're going to be the leader of control or whatever. And the president there. It's crazy.
I don't know. Unless they're making some deals in the background about how they're going to pay off their deficit by giving them the country.
They took Nigeria, I think it was. Africa. They just went in there we're calling in our debt. Oh, you can't pay us? Well, then we own you.
That's just funny.
Well, some of them were fucking happy because, like, they got to keep their jobs because they were police officers and shit. Other people were fucking mad because now they're fucking pretty much slaves.
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, you're owned by the communist, China communist. You're a fucking slave. Like, nobody's really free. Even us in America, we're freer than most people, but we're not free. But if you live and you're under the Chinese government's rule, you're a fucking slave. So, like, Donald, speaking of the fucking, we were talking about back to Orange Man, cutting the CDC out, but I hate to segue into this topic because we're talking about China. But Trump also signed an executive order, like, if you've directly or indirectly financed the Communist Party in any way, you're going to have your assets seized and frozen.
A good thing.
So that means if you were, like, a fucking business person and you, like, accidentally did a partnership with fucking Chinese factories, you did a fucking thing with the fucking government, Google, fucking Twitter, all these, they're going to fucking bring the hammer and take all their money and shit. If this pans through.
Give me the money.
I mean, you should. The fucking Chinese people are literally Hitlering the Uyghur Muslims. They got them in camps, and they're harvesting their organs and shit.
Yeah, like, this shouldn't be happening.
But, didn't we say never again when it was the Jews? Like, I don't, like...
Yeah.
Like, this is, like...
This is again.
Yeah, no, and it's happening, like, today, and all we care about is our stupid motherfucking first world problems.
Yeah, I think we need to move past the COVID and start asking ourselves, maybe the world.
We gotta move
Really
past this racism bullshit. We gotta move past this anti-America bullshit. We gotta move past all of our internal bullshit.
Or we're just gonna get eaten.
Yeah, we'll fucking collapse next.
Yeah. So, ban people.
There's signs of a recession, but that's a topic for another discussion.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it's your will. If you want to work and get shit done hard enough, you're gonna do it.
No, I mean, humanity will live. I'm not gonna say, like, we're gonna, like... When Rome collapsed, Italy's still there, the Vatican's still there, Rome is still a city, it's just not half the fucking world.
Yeah.
So, like, we'll become multiple countries at the very least. I mean, there'll be a war because, you know, Americans are anal like that.
That makes sense.
We're arrogant, but, I mean, look at all we have done. We've kind of earned our arrogance.
To a certain extent.
The world calls us a sleeping lion, bro.
And it's because it's the truth, because we're all fucking crazy.
No, you wake us up and you unify us against something. God help whatever we're unified
And
against.
that's the only reason that is, and, you know, let me clarify this in the world here. Now, no matter who you are, you just get up and do whatever the fuck you want to do every day. When somebody comes knocking on your door, no matter who the hell you are, come knocking on my door, you can't do what you want in your house. What do you mean? That's when people
I'll do what I
start
want.
getting hurt, things that start going bad.
Yeah,
That's when the lion per se comes into play in the scenario. That's when everybody's going to stand up and say, "All right, guys."
Well, Churchill is what said that during World War II when Japan provoked us into the war. He was like, "You've wakened the sleeping lion," and then we went in there and kicked some fucking ass.
Yeah.
You know, it's fucking... I don't think we have that level of unity, though. We get Antifa burned. There's pretty much a civil war going on in Portland.
Yeah, it was only Portland, Oregon. Let them burn.
Well, I mean...
At this point, you know what I mean? Like, it's one place. Like, it's one fucking...
I mean, it's not the only place they burned down. They burned down Minneapolis, but we'll get into that in a minute because that's going to be the next topic. So
Minneapolis. It's not so many, but it isn't.
You know, that place is a fucking... I can't believe they decided to disband their police and then hire security. That's just crazy. But yeah, so Trump fucking cut the CDC out. Like, back on topic before we sidebar too much, do you think he should have just cut them completely out? You think that the whole organization is that corrupted and that, like, rotting? Or could they have just removed the guy in charge and fixed it all?
I don't know, like...
or the woman in charge. I don't know. It could have been a woman.
I'm not sure. I'm 100% here, but I believe they picked a new place to do all of that for them. And I actually think it might be in Maine, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken. Don't quote me.
We'll have to check that out. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think that like Fauci is with fucking on the board of directors of the with fucking Microsoft. He was on the board. He knows Bill Gates. He's with all that fucking eugenics crap. And that's another topic. The eugenics, like, I hate those people.
Yes, I hate them all.
Yeah, they're like, oh my god, I hate those fucking people. Just how do you think that you can, like, you should die because I don't think you're good enough to be alive. And I don't think you should be able to be born because I don't think you're good enough to be born.
It's terrible.
No, it's fucked up. But I think it's the right call. We have to do something about it, and we have to get it done. Yeah. Well, I think this is a good way to end this segment here and move on to the next segment.
Yeah, it's time to go. Sometimes we have to move forward in life to make progress.
So please like and subscribe because it really helps.
Post, link, share. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below.
Yeah, what do you think about Trump cutting the CDC out? Let us know down below.